Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the NYX High Definition Photogenic Concealer in the shade Lavender. The concealer that I currently use is the Collection Cosmetics Concealer in Fair, and that is the only concealer that I have because I don't really use concealer. I find that concealer just makes it look more obvious that I've got like a spot that I'm trying to cover. I don't know, it doesn't really work very well for me. But anyway, the shade Fair is a really good match for my skin tone, so it's great if I want to cover up some of my scarring or anything like that. But if I want to highlight or conceal under my eyes, I would pick something that would be lighter for my skin, which I do not have. So this is what I use this little wee thing for. The product description says, now available in 12 more shades to accommodate an even wider range of skin tones, our best-selling HD Studio Photogenic Concealer effectively covers imperfections, discolorations, and under-eye circles without ever looking cakey or obvious. The result is a beautiful, natural-looking coverage you can count on. This concealer has good old regular concealer packaging with a doe foot applicator. The concealer of course is a pale lavender colour and it's very pigmented. For spot concealing on my face I use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in Fair. This shade matches my skin perfectly, so it's great for spot concealing, but not the best for highlighting my skin. This is what it looks like when the two concealers are mixed together. The lavender lightens and brightens the Collection concealer. I use this mix of concealers to brighten up my under eye area. It works really well as a brightening colour and it obviously also conceals really nicely. I haven't used this concealer on its own before since it's such a pigmented lavender shade, so I can't speak very much for its claims, which is a little bit annoying, but it doesn't get cakey under my eyes, which is great. This concealer definitely helps brighten up my eyes without me having to purchase a separate concealer, which is the whole point of trying out a lavender colour correcting concealer. So I love that this concealer has a really pigmented lavender colour and it's perfect for mixing with darker concealers. It also doesn't cake up or dry out my under eye area. However, I don't love that mixing concealers is really messy, so I try to avoid it if I can because it's just a little bit annoying. I wish that I didn't have to mix my concealers, but it's either that or buy another concealer, and I just don't use concealer enough to afford having two of them. I don't think it's really not a necessity, but then again I have like 50 blushes and lipsticks, but only one concealer. Recently there have been some white concealers coming out specifically for mixing, so I know Kat Von D has got a white concealer which I would actually like to try out as well, so I might have to keep an eye out for that one. So if you don't want something that is lavender shade, you can always go for a white concealer. But I actually quite like the lavender because I think that it does brighten up my skin. I do have quite yellow toned skin, so lavender does combat yellowness a little bit as well, so I think that that really helps for me. But overall this is a really lovely product, and I'm sure the actual like flesh coloured, oh that's creepy, concealers are just as good as well, so I would also consider buying them too. So I would recommend the NYX High Definition Photogenic Concealer in the shade Lavender to any princesses who are looking to lighten up their existing concealers. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time.